Hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In the last episode, Aenor managed to bring an avalanche down on Haven. The village is buried and gone, but somehow she managed to survive. She is still up and kicking, though she probably has some broken ribs or something along those lines. Now then, let's see if we can get out of here. Yeah, she's definitely injured. Because I'm not the one having her walk here. There we go. Clearly her leg was, hurt or something. You alright? Yeah, I think her ribs must be hurting her.
There.
Okay. Freedom.
There.
Demons! Demons are here! Ooh, excuse you! Mark of the Rift. You have gained Mark of the Rift, a focus-based ability. Mark of the Rift causes massive damage and can re-kill some enemies instantly. Focus is a resource that is gained each time summoning your party deals damage. Each party member has a personal focus meter, but all party members gain focus when a single member deals damage. Okay, that's... why are you now in slot 1? That is frustrating. There we go. There we go. Yep, not only can we close rifts, we can now open small ones. Very cool. Here we are. Out into the snow. You can hear wolves. Yeah, we should... If this is signs of passage, we should try and follow that. Maybe this is the way that Cullen took the villagers. Yeah, I know it's tough, but we've got to keep going. See that.
It's cold. Nothing.
Dear. The wolves are getting ever closer. But we can't just sit down and die. Gotta keep moving. We seem to be moving towards the mountains. She is a fighter.
Embers. Recent?
That's promising. Come on, girl. Come on, just keep moving. Keep going. I know it's tempting to stop. You're probably in pain. It's probably only adrenaline keeping you going, but you have to keep going. You are not dying in the snow on a mountain. Fuck that noise. And there we go. There we go, just a bit further.
It's her!
Thank the Maker!
What would you have me tell them? This isn't what we asked them to do.
We cannot simply ignore this. We must find a way.
And who put you in charge? We need a consensus or we have nothing.
Please, we must use reason. Without the infrastructure of the Inquisition, we're hobbled.
I can't come from nowhere.
She didn't say it could.
Enough! This is getting us nowhere.
Well, we're agreed on that much.
Shh. You need rest.
They've been at it for hours.
They have that luxury thanks to you. The enemy could not follow, and with time to doubt, we turn to blame. Infighting may threaten as much as this Corypheus.
Where do you think he is now?
Do we know where Corypheus and his forces are?
We are not sure where we are, which may be why, despite the numbers he still commands, there is no sign of him. That, or you are believed dead. Or without Haven, we are thought helpless. Or he girds for another attack. I cannot claim to know the mind of that creature, only his effect on us.
I should help plan. Yelling won't help. We can't let him find us. Ooh. I'm drawn to either of these. Here's a... Oh. I've said this before. I don't think Aenor counts herself amongst the leaders of the Inquisition. She has the special doodad on her hand, but she doesn't see herself as anything particularly special. She's very flattered that, you know, they often include her in the planning stage, but I don't think she'd be so bold as to assume, oh, I should help plan. And also she's just suffered some extreme amount of physical trauma. Like I said, she probably has broken bones. Like, I don't think she's in any state to plan. I think she's just tired. She's so tired.
The only thing yelling gets us is a headache. Another headache.
They know. But our situation, your situation, is complicated. Our leaders struggle because of what we survivors witnessed. We saw our defender stand and fall. And now we have seen her return. The more the enemy is beyond us, the more miraculous your actions appear, and the more our trials seem ordained. That is hard to accept, no? What we have been called to endure, what we perhaps must come to believe.
This seems very sketchy to me. I think Giselle is trying to be... I think she's trying to be encouraging, but I also think she is trying to be like, oh, you don't believe in this, but surely this is so miraculous, and this is what we have been called to endure. Like, oh, surely we must come to believe this, when she means you. Like, oh, you must come to believe this, and I find that... Aenor, she didn't die. Like, it was lucky as hell. She probably thought she was about to die, but somehow she didn't, and she most certainly didn't rise from the dead.
I escaped the avalanche. Barely, perhaps, but I didn't die.
Of course, and the dead cannot return from across the veil. But the people know what they saw. Or perhaps what they needed to see. The Maker works both in the moment and in how it is remembered. Can we truly know the heavens are not with us?
Okay, that's nice. That's nice, but you can't force your belief that the heavens are with us onto other people, and you shouldn't be trying to do that. Corypheus, he made some rather interesting claims.
You saw Corypheus. What do you think of his claims of assaulting the heavens?
Scripture says magisters, Tevinter servants of false-souled gods, entered the Fade to reach the Golden City, seat of the Maker. For their crime, they were cast out as darkspawn. Their hubris is why we suffer blight, and why the Maker turned from us. If such is the claim of this Corypheus, he is a monster beyond imagining. All mankind continues to suffer for that sin. If even a shred of it is true, all the more reason Andraste would choose someone to rise against him.
Oh my, Aenor, your arm is broken worse than I thought. Holy shit. Yeah, he said that the heavens were empty, though.
Corypheus said he found only corruption and emptiness. Nothing golden.
If he entered that place, it has changed him without and within. The living are not meant to make that journey. Perhaps these are lies he must tell himself, rather than accept that he earned the scorn of the Maker. I know I could not bear such.
And don't you just love that? I'm not even going to think about what he says could have a shred of truth. No, these are just lies he tells himself. And that's why he sounds so secure, because he believes them to be true, but it has to be a lie. Nice, Giselle. We need more than faith, I believe, but is that enough? Fanatical belief is to blame. This is a waste of time. I still don't believe. I think I'm drawn to this. Giselle has been pushing her beliefs onto Aenor, and Aenor has been very polite. Aenor has been very politely saying, Giselle, you're making me uncomfortable. Please, could you not? And Giselle is just like, oh, well, it's such a shame that you're uncomfortable, but you're the Herald of Andraste. And it's quite frank, I think Aenor is getting pissed off. I think Aenor is getting very pissed off with Giselle trying to push her beliefs onto her. So I think she's, especially with the whole like, oh, you're seeming so miraculous and all of that, I think she's like, no, I'm gonna put my foot down here and now, like, please stop.
Whatever the rest of you say, I felt no divine aid at the Conclave or Haven. The struggle ahead seems mine alone.
Shadows fall and hope has fled. Still your heart, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky, for one day soon the dawn will come. The shepherd's lost, and his home is far. Keep to the stars, the dawn will come. The night is long,
And the path is dark.
look to the sky.
One day soon, the dawn will come. Bear your blade and raise it high. Stand your ground, the dawn will come. The night is long and the path is dark. Look to the sky for one day soon. The dawn will
Faith may have yet to find you, but it has already found them.
A word. The humans have not raised one of our people so high for ages beyond counting. Her faith is hard-won, Lethaline. Worthy of pride, save one detail. The threat Corypheus wields. The orb he carried. It is ours. Corypheus used the orb to open the breach. Unlocking it must have caused the explosion that destroyed the Conclave. We must find out how he survived. And we must prepare for their reaction when they learn the orb is of our people.
Couple of points there. One, Cullen opens his mouth and suddenly he's a Disney princess. Oh my god. Two, Solas at the back like, these hoes. What's happening? Why are you singing? And Aenor's horror as people started genuflecting before her, just like, oh my god, Giselle, what are you doing? You're making this worse. Like, you're bringing everyone together, and that's great, but now they're bowing down before me to this holy music. You're making them think I'm even more divine. Oh my god. Her arm was a little bit glitched out. It was at an odd angle. Again, I'm assuming her arm is broken. I'll hold it at this angle, and that hurts less. Oh, and now this. That orb he was carrying. It's elven. Fabulous. Yeah, how do you know this, Solas?
All right. What is it and how do you know about it?
Such things were foci, said to channel power from our gods. Some were dedicated to specific members of our pantheon. All that remains are references in ruins, and faint visions of memory in the Fade, echoes of a dead empire. But however Corypheus came to it, the orb is elven, and with it, he threatens the heart of human faith.
I won't worry, they trust me. Lost here, it won't matter. They'll blame us eventually. Here's the thing. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Aenor takes the safety of her people very... Oh god, my brain just did a dumb then. She takes the safety of her people very seriously. And her people aren't the Dalish. Her people are the elves. So that includes half-elves. If they find themselves, more drawn to their elven heritage, she's like, hell yes, come along too, join the club. Elves that live in the cities, yep, that's great. They trust me now. They trust me right now. I'm sure that people were very thankful when Shartan joined Andraste. What happened to Shartan's canticle again? Oh yeah, it was stricken. Because people can trust the elves, and then in a heartbeat, that trust can just disappear. I'm drawn to this one. Because, trust is fickle. Lost here, it won't matter. It will matter. If people find out, it absolutely will matter. Yeah, if this gets out, the Conclave was destroyed, Haven, the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and the Divine, and a bunch of people were killed using an elven orb, there will be bloodshed. There will absolutely be bloodshed.
Even if we defeat Corypheus, eventually they'll find a way to blame elves.
I suspect you are correct. It is unfortunate, but we must be above suspicion to be seen as valued allies. Faith in you is shaping this moment, but needs room to grow. By attacking the Inquisition, Corypheus has changed it. Changed you. Scout to the north. Be their guide. There is a place that waits for a force to hold it. There is a place where the Inquisition can build, grow.
We may have lost a village, but we gained a castle! Hey!
They arrive daily from every settlement in the region. Skyhold is becoming a pilgrimage. If word has reached these people, it will have reached the Elder One. We have the walls and numbers to put up a fight here, but this threat is far beyond the war we anticipated. But we now know what allowed you to stand against Corypheus. What drew him to you?
Not more chosen nonsense. Ooh. He wanted the anchor. My effort for the Inquisition. He's insane. Who cares? I'm so fucking drawn to this. I'm so drawn to it. Oh, I have so many thoughts. I have so many thoughts and feelings. Oh, I love the cutscene for the introduction to Skyhold. I love that. What Aenor said about, like, oh, even if we defeat Corypheus, eventually they'll blame the elves. I take that to mean as, like, if we beat him, and then this gets out about the elven foci, they'll blame us no matter what. That's how I take what she was saying there. Oh. He's insane. Who cares? We should care, because he might be insane, but he's powerful, and he's been destroying shit. So not number 4. Here's what's giving me pause. I can't remember how this is worded. And if this is like, oh, Cassandra, if you call me chosen, I'm gonna think you're a stupid bitch. Aenor would never say that, so you know what? Because I can remember how these two are worded, and I can imagine Aenor saying either of them, so if you would bear with me a minute, I'm gonna look up how this is worded. Oh shit, man. My mouse is... it's tangled up in my iPhone wire. 1 second, be right back. Okie doke, and I am back. So yeah, this isn't overly offensive. It's not like, oh, I'm a cult, everyone's stupid. Okay, again, I think Aenor, she's getting more and more aggravated with the fact that everyone is insisting that she is chosen. Everyone is insisting that she's the herald of Andraste. And I've said this before, she's willing to smile and nod for the masses. Like, if a random innocent peasant, like Flissa made a huge big deal out of it when Aenor met her, and Aenor kind of felt like, it would be like telling a kid at Disneyland, that's not Mickey Mouse, that's a guy in a costume. Like, that, it's mean. It's mean. So if some random innocent person came up to her, she wouldn't be like, yes, I am chosen by Andraste, but she'd be like, I'm Aenor. Like, I think she'd just try and change the topic. She'd try and, direct them to something else. But with the people that she is interacting with regularly, her companions, and, Giselle, all of that, I think she's getting so pissed off. You are not respecting my boundaries. This is making me uncomfortable, and you aren't respecting that. So I think she's trying to put her foot down. She's trying to be polite about it. Aenor does get angry, but it takes a while. She's got a very long fuse. So I think, again, just trying to put her foot down and say, please stop. I'm not divine. Please stop.
This isn't more about me being divinely touched, is it?
I won't ask you to believe. Whether it's true or not, that's not why you're here now. Your decisions let us heal the sky. Your determination brought us out of Haven. You are the creature's rival because of what you did. And we know it. All of us. The Inquisition requires a leader. The one who has already been leading it. You.
I'm honored, but I'm not human. I don't want this, but I'm not your chosen one. And yeah, I said before, I tend to go with the questioning and emotional ones. Not in this case. This is irrelevant to Aenor. This right here would piss her off immensely. Aenor, she was always going to sign up with the Inquisition. I said this right at the beginning. I mean right at the beginning. It was like during the 3rd episode, I think. And Aenor asked, do I have a choice in joining up with you? And they said, well, you can go, but, you know, plenty of people think that you did it, and you can do more help, you know, here. And right now, what they have done is they have robbed her of her ability to say no. By having all of these people, it's like if you propose marriage to someone in a very crowded place in front of your friends and family. You're kind of placing that person in a situation where they have to say yes, even if they don't want to. Aenor, she's not so angry that she's gonna, you know, like, oh, I don't want this. She doesn't want this. I think if they had asked her privately, she would have said, listen, I'm not qualified for this. All of those people seem to think I'm chosen. I'm not chosen. I've never been in a leadership position before. This is completely out of my wheelhouse. This is not, I'm not trained. I'm not trained. You'd be making someone completely unsuitable. The Inquisitor, please, Cassandra, why don't you do it? You would be better. Like, she would say no. However, right now, I think she's not, how do I put this? There are people watching. She's not going to start screaming. But I do think she is going to be hissing, like, what are you thinking? I'm not, like, excuse me.
Are you insane? They expect a savior, someone with divine power.
They want you.
Because they think I'm chosen.
They believe you are chosen because of what you have done, what you have inspired in all of us. Without you, there would be no Inquisition. Where you lead us, what kind of leader you are, that is up to you.
Oh, as I said, I know she's very irate at this minute. She can't say no. They have placed her in a position where she has to say yes. An elf will stand for all of us. I'll fight for order, not faith. I'll do it because it's right. Corypheus must be stopped. I'll do it for my own power. If you are gonna make her do this, then she is going to reject faith at every possible outcome. She is going to keep saying, I'm doing this for order. I am doing this to set this right. This is not a holy order. This is not a holy mission. I am doing this for justice. And for that reason alone, I am not your chosen one.
Our concern must be the order and safety of this world, not the next. I'm not chosen. I have chosen. And I will lead us to victory.
Wherever you lead us.
Have our people been told?
They have. And soon, the world.
Commander, will they follow?
Inquisition, will you follow? Will you fight? Will we triumph? Your leader, your herald, your Inquisitor! So this is where it begins.
It began in the courtyard. This is where we turned that promise into action.
But what do? We know nothing about this Corypheus except that he wanted your mark.
Oh, Ooh. Again, I love that scene. From Aenor's perspective, when she said, I'm not chosen, I have chosen, I think she was trying to... Because here's the thing, I don't think she feels like she has chosen. She feels like she was forced into that situation. She feels like she didn't have a choice in the matter. I think she said that because she was kind of putting on a show for the people, you know, who were there, who could probably hear her. Like, at least in the front row, they could probably hear her. You know, so she's fighting back the bile, saying, I have chosen, And then, you know, raising the sword in the air, she's putting on a show. The people need her to be the Inquisitor, and so she's putting on the show. I love Josephine's reaction, how she gets so into it, and she's just like, yeah, it's cute. It's adorable. There goes my timer. I'm having a conversation here, timer. This'll end when it ends. Is he allied with Tevinter? Can he really become a god? Is his dragon an archdemon? All very good questions.
Corypheus wants to restore Tevinter. Is this a prelude to war with the Imperium?
I get the feeling we're dealing with extremists, not the vanguard of a true invasion.
Tevinter is not the Imperium of 1,000 years ago. What Corypheus yearns to restore no longer exists. Though they would shed no tears if the South fell to chaos, I'm certain.
Do you think he can really become a god?
Corypheus said he wanted to enter the Black City, that this would make him a god.
He is willing to tear this world apart to reach the next. It won't matter if he's wrong.
What if he's not wrong? If he finds some other way into the Fade?
Then he gains the power he seeks, or unleashes catastrophe on us all.
And that looked a lot like an archdemon, was it, though?
Could his dragon really be an archdemon? What would that mean?
It would mean the beginning of another blight.
We've seen no darkspawn other than Corypheus himself. Perhaps it's not an archdemon at all, but something different?
Whatever it is, it's dangerous. Commanding such a creature gives Corypheus an advantage we can't ignore.
Are we safe here? We need more information. Just find me a target. I think after Haven, I think she'd be very concerned with how defensible is this place.
Could he strike at us here? We can't have a repeat of what happened at Haven.
Skyhold has the bones to withstand Corypheus. After what you did with one trebuchet, I'd bet against direct attack.
We do have one advantage. We know what Corypheus intends to do next. In that strange future you experienced, Empress Selene had been assassinated.
Imagine the chaos her death would cause. With his army.
An army he'll bolster with a massive force of demons, or so the future tells us.
Corypheus could conquer the entire south of Thedas, god or no god.
I'd feel better if we knew more about what we were dealing with.
I know someone who can help with that. Everyone acting all inspirational jogged my memory, so I sent a message to an old friend. She's crossed paths with Corypheus before and may know more about what he's doing. She can help.
Someone came out of her depression cave, I see. Yeah, introduce us. Don't make deals for me. This better be good. Yeah, introduce us then.
I'm always looking for new allies. Introduce me.
Parading around might cause a fuss. It's better for you to meet privately, on the battlements. Trust me, it's complicated.
Well, then, we stand ready to move on both of these concerns.
On your order, Inquisitor.
I know one thing. If Varric has brought who I think he has, Cassandra is going to kill him.
This is the Inquisition. A dusty old ruin filled with battered soldiers.
If you shut your mouth and opened your eyes, you'd see that the Inquisition is our one hope.
Indeed. Oh, and I'm going to leave this episode off right here. In the next one, we are going to explore Skyhold. We're going to see what our companions think on what just happened. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.